Decentralized Pictures Talent Cast, and we are back to talk about the FujiFilm Aspiring Filmmakers Award Phase 2 selection, created by acclaimed film company FujiFilm, aiming to empower filmmakers with great tools, equipment, and resources to tell their stories. This award has been ongoing now for some time on the Decentralized Pictures platform. We in Phase 1, which included 4 quarterly awards. Each one of those awards awarded 3 filmmakers selected based on their 3 to 5 minute shorts selected by you, the community, to decide who those winning filmmakers were. So collectively, within those 4 quarters, we have 12 awardees receiving a camera and a lens kit valued at $2,500. So already some amazing awards, amazing equipment provided by Fujifilm for all 12 of those awardees in Phase 1. Moving into Phase 2, all 12 of those winners from Phase 1 were rated by the community via a creative query that was created on decentralized.pictures website. And from there, the community decided who the top 3 finalists were. And from those top 3 finalists, Fujifilm selected the winner to win $5,000 to produce their short film. And of those 3 finalists, I actually will throw up the results here real quickly. And so this is just off of the website, decentralized.pictures website. You can go into the creative queries. You can see that this has ended now, but anybody can see this information. This information is captured on-chain. It's immutable data that's captured on-chain to build confidence that those votes are accurately counted each and every time whenever we do these creative queries. So these were the results, and as you can see, the top 3 were Darien, Baitless Hook, and a Fishless Pond, and Open Up. So again, thank you to everyone who took the time to go out onto the platform to cast their vote to create those 3 finalists. And today I am very excited to announce from those 3 finalists, Fujifilm has made their selection, and the winner is Baitless Hook in a Fishless Pond. And we have the writer, director, in studio here today. So congratulations, Camilo, Steve. So great to have you here on the Talent Cast.
Oh, that's fantastic news. It's a real surprise because there was some serious competition. There's some really good films, and and looking certainly at the last 3, I was thinking this story is just too simple. People have got oceans, they've got mountains, they've got all sorts of things. We've got a pond under a freeway, and it seems to lack the glamour that the other ones had. But I know that when Camilo had the interview when you announced the finalists, I know he was sort of passionate, and that's obviously carried a lot. So thank you for that, Camilo, bringing your passion to the screenplay.
My pleasure, Steve. I think that, we are very surprised because, as Steve was saying, our story, it's kind of very simple, but I think that it's powerful enough to move some feelings inside people. This is our first poster. And then the other thing is that I feel that it's a story that, you can project how will be done with this kind of resources that we have. So I feel that, I feel very grateful with DCP and Fujifilm. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, So let's, before I'll dig a little bit deeper into the specific project and kind of the next steps, but, at a summary level, I found this award very interesting, kind of multi-phased, creating quarterly awards from Fujifilm, 3 winners in each one of those quarters to advance to Phase 2, then allowing the community to decide the final 3 finalists, and then ultimately here we are, the ultimate outcome, the winner's been announced. So tell us about how this, and I know that you've been affiliated with, especially you, Steve, you've been around the Decentralized Pictures platform for a long time. What did you find most intriguing about this Fujifilm Award?
Oh, for me, it was the structure. I mean, one of the things, I'm a great believer in is engagement. And, it's DCP have something that other funding bodies and groups do not have. And I thought this award was cleverly constructed. It gave pretty much anybody, with a camera and an idea, the opportunity to present a screenplay, a very simple one, a very short one, sorry. So it was very accessible. It went through a 3 month, so roughly about a 3-month process each time, and allows people to come back and stay engaged with the process. So not only did it give fantastic prizes all the way through, I mean, 12 Fuji cameras. I mean, that is crazy. And then the opportunity to win a prize to go and make the thing. So, you know, I like that long-term engagement. It was run smoothly and beautifully and fairly, as you can see. You know, everything's on chain. Fabulous award. Ticks all the boxes for me, that's for sure.
I love it. I love it. Camilo, what are your thoughts?
I mean, for me, I feel that I have a long history with Fujifilm. I bought my first Fujifilm camera probably, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic situation. And for me, it was that the Fujifilm cameras are very accessible, you know, talking about prices. So for me, it was a nice decision. And then I fall in love with the camera. So I started working with those cameras since, I don't know, 5 years ago. And now when we saw the price, and it was the first Fujifilm camera focused mainly on video. So I was very intrigued because I was working with a XT3 for, I don't know, 5 years, and I was doing great video with that. I mean, it's my adventure camera because it's lightweight, because it's super powerful, and I was very intrigued of what this camera was able to do. And yeah, I feel that Fujifilm is doing a great job placing their cameras, because I feel that it gives you like a great relation between price and specs. So with this camera, I feel that, yeah, what they are doing is great. It empower a different part of our production company. We actually went to the field and test the camera, and I was amazed with the dynamic range that the camera has. And yeah, I don't know. What can I say? I'm very happy with all this process.
Well stated. And what does it mean to you to kind of have, and this is what I love about so many of these awards at Decentralized Pictures, is there's some powerful partnerships in play here. And in the obviously photo and video world, it doesn't get much bigger than Fujifilm as having that name kind of associated with a project. So what does that mean in your own words, kind of having Fujifilm right there by your side, you know, supporting your project that you're now going to produce with their equipment?
I think Camilo's probably better qualified to answer that one.
Well, it's a great question. As I was telling you, I feel that for me it's a matter of almost pride. You know, I'm very proud of being sponsored by Fujifilm, because it's not that I just met the camera. I was in love with the color science behind those sensors, you know, a few years ago. And now, you know, I don't, probably this is too technical, but this camera shots on ProRes 422, and what I can do in color correction with that, it's insane. And the fact that it's super small, so I can keep my lightweight setup, because you will see, I am a director of photography, so I work on you know, film and things like that, commercials, blah blah blah. But that's one part of my work. The other part of my work is that I am an adventure guy. So I travel all around the world on a motorcycle, and I need a lightweight, you know, powerful tool for my trips and my documentaries on the road. So this is perfect, and I relate that with the word pride. I'm very proud of being sponsored by Fujifilm, because you will see, I am also a fan of film, you know, like a 35 millimeter film. I have my old vintage cameras with me, and I carry with them always. So I see the color science of Fujifilms since the start of time in photography. So I have Fujifilm film, I have my Fujifilm camera, and now I have my new XH2S. So it's a kind of, you know, a history. It's like a guy who always worked in a factory, let's say Ford, and he owns a Ford, and he's super proud of having a Ford. It's the same for me, you know. and it's the first time I win something. I never won a camera before in my life, so it's a kind of yeah, that's the feeling.
Awesome stuff. Well, congratulations. And I'm glad it went to someone who can really appreciate the beauty that Fujifilm can provide in their text. So that this is a perfect fit. So so tell us a little bit about, and you've already led into this a little bit with just your appreciation for the technology and the capabilities and what it can bring to life. So for this project in particular, a Baitless Hook and a Fishless Pond, for those that have not read the screenplay, it's very short. It's just a few pages long. And so I encourage everyone that may be just being introduced to this award, go out there, check it out. It's a great screenplay written by Steve right here on the Talent Cast. And so tell us how this equipment, this $5,000, is going to enable that project to come to life, and kind of things that may be going on in your mind, as initial first steps.
Would you like to start, Steve, or should I talk?
Again, I think that's another one for you. You're the wizard with the camera. I just do the words, And again, this is an international collaboration. I'm here in the UK. Yeah. Pez is a DOP in Miami, Colombia, and wherever he happens to, his motorcycle takes him. So he'll be the one who brings that vision to life.
And I think, Steve, and actually we talked about this briefly before we started the recording, this is another beautiful kind of organic aspect of decentralized pictures, of these connections that are made through the platform. So I encourage you, if you're not on our Discord platform, you'll see people like Camilo, like Steve, brainstorming, throwing out ideas, new articles that they've read and so forth. And you can make these connections, with screenwriters, with DP specialists, with directors, set designers, whatever their specialty may be. It's another beautiful aspect. So very cool to see that kind of international collaboration happening through this award. So,
yeah, well, just on that note, actually, before Kevin drops in, we've never met. We've only ever met online. Again, you can function perfectly well in that world. But Milo had DOP'd another film of mine that was shot in Colombia, The Time We Keep, and I just absolutely freaking love that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then the award came, and I thought, well, I need to do something here, and need a DOP and a director. And I thought, well, I know just the guy who can do this. And we got together, and that's the first time we'd spoken. And it was only about 10 minutes into the conversation I actually remembered to say, hey, by the way, you did, the Time We Keep. And he went, oh, he didn't realize I'd written it. So it was kind of a bit crazy in that sense, but no, it's fantastic. So the wonder of DCP and Zoom.
Wonderful. Thanks, Steve. All right, Camilo, over to you to talk about the actual production and how we're going to execute here.
Yeah, so the thing is that when I first read the script, I don't know, I connected with the script because for me, it reflects a time of history where you are kind of overwhelmed by the things that are happening, in so many aspects. And this guy, our main character, Walter, he's like trapped on his own world where he cannot do anything. He's tired of trying, so he stopped trying, and now he's just doing something. He's just wasting his time trying to fish on a fishless pond. And I was a kind of reflector, like my personality was reflected on that, because I'm that kind of guy who sits on a rock and start looking at the horizon and finding answers that you will never find. So I thought to myself, okay, this is great material for a short film, and we start working on that. We did we run through all the process of this award. We won the camera, and actually we were super intrigued by the camera, so we went to the field and we shoot some shots of the short film. So we already start with this. It's incredible.
Nice.
I already have the crew. Everyone is super excited. No one knows what happened today, so it will be super great to be able to finish this project. The thing is that we were thinking, how can we produce something with this camera and 5K? So we first thought, okay, because of the place that the situation is happening, we are going to go full natural light. So the thing is that we found a pond. I mean, for the people who knows Miami, the city is full of highways, and all those highways have little ponds on the intersections. So we found a beautiful pond with view to the sunset and the sunrise. So it's perfect because we have both, like a sunrise and sunset for making the shots. I don't precisely like, the noon because the light is too harsh. So what we're gonna do is use that beautiful light before the sunrise, during the sunrise, and then on the sunset. Same thing before the
Magic
sunset
hour.
and yeah, magic hour, just like
Magic hour.
the the photo that you were showing before, the AI made photo. So everything happens with yeah, that's it. Everything
Yeah.
happens. I mean, our characters doesn't speak. Just briefly, the second character. So everything is about the sounds of nature, cars, and the gear, the fishing gear. So it's musical, it's contemplative, and I feel that it will be a reflection of our lifestyle. How people is tired of being in this kind of nonsense life, and yeah, I think that's how it is going to be made. And then we are going to use an artist specialized on AI to
Mm-hmm.
create our bird, because if you read the script,
Mm-hmm.
what ignites the change on Walter, it's a bird. It's a small cardinal that appears, and he sings, ignites something into Walter, that he feels that, hey, if this bird is because the bird looks like he's waiting for Walter to fish something so he can get something out of Walter, but it never happens. So the bird has hope, and that's the thing that is lack on Water. So the hope of the bird translates to water, and to have a bird and do that kind of acting is very hard. So we are going to try with AI. So that's another thing. Hope it's very lucky for us that we have this sensor, and we have the ProRes 422, because that allows us to make a better color correction to fit the bird on the actual footage.
Wow, you guys. I mean, you've already got a
It will be very
running
fun.
head start. You've already, yes. I mean, and it seems like you're in the right city that has the locations that can support, this story. You're going to be incorporating AI. I mean, it's just like, and it seems like you have the right camera to bring this vision to life. So many things are already coming together. So kudos to you guys. I mean, you already have a running head start, and you're well on your way. So well done.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well, all right, Camilo, Steve, this was great. What an exciting day for both of you, and again, congratulations to all 12 people that won the camera and lens kit in phase one. Go make creative projects, just like Camilo and Steve here. It's a great camera, great lens kit. So go do great things, and congratulations to them and the other finalists, the other two finalists that were part of phase two. So, Steve, Camilo, thanks so much for being here on the DCP Talent Cast. And for those that are just joining us for the first time, decentralized.pictures. Check us out. We're on X, Discord. Check us out on all the socials, YouTube, to follow all the latest content. Oh, and also pause.media, which is where we're posting all of these podcasts now. So be sure to check us out there as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here. All the best, and can't wait to see the finished product of a baitless hook in a fishless pond.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay,
Great to
see
see
you
you.
guys.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.